What's up, guys? It's time for another 1v1. It has been way too long.
It's been a long time.
It's good to see you on a 1v1 instead of like a, I don't know, a normal fishing trip.
Yeah, right?
Those are lame.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so if you guys are keeping score, I think it's 100 to 1, 90, I don't know. It's been a slaughter. So look, you need luck on your side, so I'm letting you pick everything today. You got to pick the location. Where are we at?
We are on the Colorado River.
Okay, so we're back in your home waters.
Yes.
Doing your thing.
Yes.
And I'm gonna let you pick the bait.
Okay.
So whatever you want to do. What are we doing?
You ready?
I'm ready. I knew it was gonna be some stupid shit, Jeff.
There it is. The old hairy dice.
So OSP dice, this is what we're doing today.
This is what we're doing.
We came all the way here, 4 hours away.
Yeah.
To throw dice.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So we did.
Okay. What's the rules?
So just numbers. Fish
Numbers
count.
of fish.
Yes.
Okay. So any fish, any size, largemouth or smallmouth. Has to be a bass.
Has to be a bass.
Okay. All right.
All right. None of this other bullshit you keep
Okay.
doing.
I'm making one rule.
Okay.
I'm making it on the fly. I knew he was gonna pull some stupid shit, Jeff, so I also get to choose a lure. You can use it too. I at least wanted to pick one thing that I knew I could catch a bass on.
Okay.
Sleeper Craw.
Oh, okay.
You cool with this?
That's easy.
So we can throw yours, we'll throw the dice, or you can throw mine, the Sleeper Craw. Whoever catches the most wins.
Most fish.
Most fish.
Most
Okay.
bass.
Most bass.
Okay. Most bass.
It's gonna be 101 to 1 after this. Good luck, motherfucker.
We'll see.
Okay.
Let's go. Jeff.
No way. Already? Oh, you no good cocksucker.
Look at that. And we even started with Ben's bait. Sleeper Craw, smallmouth, bam, 1-0.
All right. So I love catching them on the dice. I think it's one of the dopest pre-spawn baits in the world. But Griff picked a day, it's blowing 15 miles an hour. How am I supposed to throw a dice? Thank God I chose Sleeper Craw, which is like crack to him. So, all right, what do you have, a smallmouth? All right, so 1 to 1, green versus brown. Okay, thank you, buddy. So Griff has a huge advantage on me every time we come here, Jeff, because this is his, this is his thing, his domain, right? His backyard. He knows every little nook and cranny. Now, the one thing that possibly could be at my advantage is that they're not spawning yet. So usually when we come here during spawn, I'm screwed because he has like GPS coordinates to every bed. But this is going to be a little bit more junk fishing, and the flows have been really crazy. So I'm curious to see if I can just absolutely pummel him today in his home water, which was the plan. So thank God for the Sleeper Craw. Oh no! That's a decent one. Nice, dude. I mean, I hope he comes off right here, but good job. All right. Okay, okay.
Bam, there you go. Sleeper Craw again. Man, he shouldn't have chose this. It's so dangerous. Ben.
Yeah.
This is a smallmouth bass.
Yeah.
All right. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm proud of you for actually being able to land one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So why'd you pick the dice?
I just been having a really good time with the dice. And these smallmouth are eating it up pretty good, so that's what I'm targeting. So I figure, and I know Ben will get so frustrated with it. That's just gonna throw his game off.
That's actually really smart.
Yeah, strategy, right? It's not a spinner bait, so he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, no clue what he's doing with it.
Right? We got this.
So why did you choose a sleeper craw?
As a bait of choice for today? Well, because every time I come here, Griff ends up choosing something ridiculous to try to catch him on, which is fun. I'm not taking that away. But this river is just so fertile with craws, and everything in here eats a craw. And you know, we've done a ton of videos up and down the stretch from basically from Mexico all the way to Nevada, right? And we've always caught them good on free rig, on drop shot, on all that kind of stuff. And my biggest fear today was that he'd pick something like we have, the Dice, which is unbelievable in like a sight fishing type role. It also works incredible as a scoping type role, but it's not an easy thing to use when there's lots of current. And it's not an easy thing to use when there's lots of wind. So the one big unknown for the stretches that we fish here from shore is you never know what the current's going to be. There's no way to find out. So sometimes we come up here and there's no water, and sometimes we come up here and it is just absolutely ripping. Today is one of the ripping days. So if I throw an unweighted dice out here, it's 100 yards behind me right now. So I think what's going to happen is in this current area, we're going to probably be able to drift the sleeper craw. And it's basically just going to mimic and match exactly what they're used to feeding. And then in some of the skinnier, maybe more backwater areas, if there's some fish that are starting to slip in and cruise around, then we can get them to go on the dice. That's kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen, but we'll see what happens. He's got a little bit of a lead on me already, which is sad, but we'll see. We'll see if I have to come to some shenanigans later in the day. I'm hoping it's just, you know, he picked the right side. Like I said, he picked the right side of this this walkway. He caught two, I caught one. So what do you think is going to happen today, Jeff?
It'll be neck and neck forever.
Forever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I pull it out in the end?
Something like that.
Okay. All right. So from a practicality standpoint, you know, I know a lot of you guys fish still water. Obviously, anytime you're fishing still water, like a pond or a lake or whatever, it's obviously easier, right? So we're fishing a river and we're fishing a pretty hard pushing current stretch of river. So what happens anytime, especially a smallmouth, so usually what we see is we see smallmouth in the main area, like what Griff was catching, and then maybe some largemouth in the backwaters, like what I caught. But anytime there's current in their craw related, which is almost always, they will find little eddies, little boulders, little rocks that they'll sit behind. So something like a sleeper craw, you know, it weighs, you know, almost 3/4 of an ounce, but that's total weight. So what we'll do is we'll throw it kind of cross stream. So not straight upstream, but kind of cross stream. So it kind of like, I don't know, I'd say like a 30 or 40 degree angle. And then I'm just gonna kind of drift it down past me. It's almost like I'm fly fishing in a way, right? So the only difference is I don't have a fly line, so there's nothing really to mend. Like I'm not mending my line upstream, but I don't really need to give the bait any movement or action. I just have to make a cast kind of at an angle upstream. I'm just gonna engage my rod and try to keep my rod tip high so it's not in this fast current right below my feet. And I'm just kind of letting the current kind of just move it downstream, and I'm just hoping that it just kind of goes over one of their heads and boom, they get it.
Yeah, I can cast it so much further with a drop shot weight on there. No Benjamin.
Put on there 3/8 ounce?
3/8. I'm never using anything this heavy though. I'm never trying to fight the current.
No.
Just trying to go with the flow. You just kind of gotta like cast it and let it just drift with the current.
Yeah.
As long as your line is not on the water where the current's pushing the hardest, you have a lot of control. But you have to really make sure that you're watching your line at all times. If you look at the water here, the current's moving the fastest right here. If I've got my rod tip down and the line's just dripping across it, it's gonna just drag it like crazy. So As long as you're just not fighting the current and just going with it, fishing becomes a lot easier in these high current situations.
Now, you love throwing the drop shot.
Watch your mouth. I mean, the drop shot's an effective way to fish, right? I mean, it catches a ton of fish. It's just, you know, there's nothing really ever on the line, so we don't have to do it.
Right.
You know, if you're trying to have as much fun as possible, it's kind of boring. But I can understand like tournament guys doing drop shots all the time. And right now I just want to beat Ben, so of course I'm going to throw it on a drop shot.
Right, so there's everything on the line.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But
so the dice, not your traditional drop shot bait. Are you fishing it different than you would like a worm? Or how are you fishing it on a drop shot?
so normally when I throw, I'm just throwing the dice to be able to, throwing it on a drop shot to be able to cast it right now. So I'm just letting it drift, but normally like when the fish are more aggressive on the drop shot, I can move it more aggressively. I cast it out, let it hit bottom and kind of work it like a jerk bait. Just to get a lot of control. It moves forward really fast and pulsates and then drops down and then you get that pulsating in there and it drives fish crazy. It's kind of silly to look at it and think, you know, hey, I'm gonna go catch some big fish on it. But it's proven me wrong time and time again, so I've been throwing it a lot lately and having a lot of good fishing days.
Now what I'm shocked by, you're throwing white instead of pink.
That's an availability issue. This lemon color, I mean, it's the color I've been using. I've been catching them pretty good on it. I'm sure, you know, a green pumpkin will work good. That shrimp will probably work good. That shrimp's like super craw colored. But you know, we'll get all the colors back in soon and I'll be able to mess with all the other colors. But right now, this is what I got. So I'm gonna use. I might switch to a green pumpkin real quick because they ate the sleeper craw real fast, so they might want a craw color. And then we got all this cloudiness right now.
Now the drop shot, your favorite technique because
Yes, absolutely my favorite.
there's nothing that beats it.
So we each brought one spinning rod and one casting rod today. And I brought the P5 Flyssa, which I think he also brought,
He does?
which has kind of become our standard junk fishing, like lighter bait style rod, right? So I knew he wasn't going to do something dumb like bring a free rig. So I knew the Windbuster wasn't necessary today. So what I'm doing, so the Flyssa is an amazing dice rod. Now usually when you throw a dice, you throw it unweighted, but in this wind, we can't really, I'm not seeing anything, so we're kind of fan casting. So I've rigged it up on a drop shot, a pretty long drop. I'm probably like 2 foot. So I figure the sleeper craw can look like a craw. With this, I'm just trying to cast. I'm gonna let that dice kind of sink down and I'm just gonna kind of shake it up and lift it off the bottom, let it fall down, move it up again, let it fall down, and then I'll pull the whole rig a few feet and then I'll do it again. Just kind of fan casting around, seeing if I can find maybe some kind of life out there because I'm not sure what's happening. I haven't been here in a year, so I have nothing, I have no idea what stage they're in other than I can look in the water and I'm not seeing any fish. So it's in that stage, Jeff. There's no fish. It's in the no fish stage.
Now,
So
I'm shocked that, you know, you got bit right away on the sleeper rod. I'm surprised you're even throwing the dice.
So I'm going back and forth. So I got bit right away on the sleeper because I saw a fish swimming around a tule and I threw at the tule that I saw him swimming around and he ate it first cast. So
Science.
yeah, science on that. Science on that one, right? So I actually haven't caught a fish just fishing yet.
I see.
But so we're on this road where there's kind of a backwater on one side and like the main current on the other side. And sometimes in these backwaters, they'll move in and just start cruising around. The dice is an amazing, where the dice really has its values on cruising fish. Okay, so you can catch all kinds of fish, but the reason you spend 20 bucks a pack for 4 of them is because when they're cruising and they won't eat anything, they'll come up for a dice. And there's just something about it, that magical, like that. That's a good one. Nice. Small one, but strong. All right, I gotta go down and get him. Okay, tempting fate, got him. All right, so it's a little largemouth that I mean, there's no question in my mind that this fish moved up and is cruising around, maybe looking, he's either cruising around enjoying the warmer weather, enjoying the warmer water, maybe looking for a place to spawn. And if you saw this fish or you just throw a normal thing out there, he probably has zero interest to eat it. But there's just something about that dice. It just, you know, when I talked to Toshi about what it was supposed to look like, he said, a dice falling from the sky. Like, it makes no sense, but it doesn't make any sense to them either, so they put it in their mouth. So, whew, 2. Thank you, my friend. So the other thing that's cool about the dice is it gets a lot of flack about being expensive. And there's no denying that it's expensive. I mean, it's $20 a pack, right? So you're essentially spending like $5 a bait. But what's crazy about it is that one bait lasts pretty much the entire day. I mean, there's been times where we've caught, like when we first took them to Michigan, Jeff, I don't know, we probably caught 100 fish that day on one dice, right? So the way they're designed, if you rig them correctly, they will slide up the line, they'll get out of the way, and you're not gonna plow through these baits. So yeah, it's expensive per bait, but unless you're snagging and breaking fish off, they're gonna last much longer than, say, a pack of hazardong shads or roboworms or anything else. So, whew, 2-2. All right, I'm not falling behind. I'm gonna keep fan casting, Jeff.
Now the Flyssa was designed originally for the Okashira.
Yeah, it's an Okashira screwhead spark shad rod. So it's a, you know, maybe a heavier hair jig or like small swim bait jig head kind of rod, right? I mean, it's unbelievable for that. But what a lot of people overlook is that the Flyssa is just an amazing all-around finesse rod. So, you know, drop shot works amazing, Neko rig, light tube, you know, it's got a lot of give on the tip. But what I like about this version is, you know, the previous version kind of bent all the way through the rod, right? And you've had a lot of time on the Flyssa because you used to throw it for spy baits and stuff, right? So, you know, it was for a long time kind of the spy bait rod of choice. This version has more power down here. So it has more backbone and then it softens at the top. So for something like this, like I'm throwing a drop shot with a 1/4 ounce weight, dude, I can fire that thing. I mean, I can throw it halfway across the pond and it's so sensitive. So it's one that if you guys are looking for just an all-around, more finesse option, the Windbuster is always going to be my favorite spinning rod for just all-around use. But that's for things with like 1/4, 3/8 ounce, 3.5, 4-inch beaver, like kind of a heavier package. When I go down in finesse, this has kind of become my staple for all-around use now. Okay, I got it. God, he swallowed that thing. Sick. All right, he's not huge, but he counts just the same as a 7-pounder, Jeff. Look at this crazy jaw on this fish. It's got like a brown trout jaw. You see that? It's got like a mandible on his lip. So this one I bombed a cast out and then I saw a fish cruising and I just pulled it straight to him. And I literally said, oh, no, go the other way. And he turned back around and ate it. So sick. 3-2. Oh man, I'm getting some confidence, Jeff. That's not good for Griff. Not good at all. You can see that dice just stays right there on that hook. So, I mean, it's a dirty little, it's a sneaky one. Oh, nice. That would be sick.
Nah.
That sounded good. Is it a good one?
Yeah, that's a big one. Like typing himself up.
Let me get that for you, Griff.
That's a smallmouth.
Smallmouth. Holy shit.
That's odd. I only got 5-pound test on here, so I can't rush it. Oh. But you want to get them in so you can land them. Oh, that dice is in there. Bam. There we go. My weight broke. There it is. That's a good looking fish.
That's a nice one.
Hell yeah. Let's go. All tied up. 3-3.
Oh, get out of those toys.
Post has to deflect.
Oh no, he's in the toys. Huh? No. Now he's out. Oh. Oh. Whew. All right. 4. That was dirty. Poached him. Literally threw right where he just caught one. I'm good with that.
I know you are.
Yeah. All right. So unlike Griff, I'm throwing 10-pound. So if they're running a toy, I'm not panicking. All right. Thank you, buddy. And so this is what inevitably ends up happening. I'm glad that happened. So you see how this dice slides up the line? So if it's not sitting perfectly square on that hook, it slides up the line, right through the middle. So I'm telling you, the longevity of these things is crazy. Is it nuts per piece? Yes. Do you catch a shit ton of fish per piece? Yes. So at the end of the day, that's all that matters. All right, we're having fun. Well, actually what matters is that it's 4-3. I'm gonna try to poach him again. Oh, was it? I didn't know where you were. There must be a school over there.
Was that another largemouth?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't like smallmouth.
Was it? No, was it?
What?
Was it smallmouth?
No, I don't like smallmouth.
Yeah.
Smallmouth are easy. I go for the challenging ones.
I literally threw in the largemouth pond and caught a smallmouth.
I knew that was gonna work. I figured it out. Haha. That's 3 in a row doing the same thing. Now I might have figured out a pattern. So this is breaking 0 size records, Jeff. But I love Jeff's rules of size doesn't matter.
Oh, that's my one?
Okay, 5. All right, if I do this again, if I get bit the same way again, I've got the dumbest pattern in the history of man. That's 3 in a row that did the same thing. So let's see if I can go 4 in a row. A little better one. Oh, it's a bluegill. That's a big bluegill. Oh, that's a big about that, Jeff? Hey, I'll tell you, that was fun. That's a huge one, dude. What a beast of a bluegill, huh?
God damn.
It's a good thing Griff has that bass roll,
Right.
which is bullshit in my opinion, but
Now that we think about it.
yeah. Here, stay right there. I'm gonna lip you. Oh, maybe not. Oh my God, I can't even get my hands around him. I'll just let you go.
That's a nice one.
That's a stud. All right.
Yeesh.
Yeesh is right. All right, good thing for those dice sliding up the line so I didn't waste a dice on a bluegill. Oh, did it spook? No, it's still there. Not yet. Oh, it dropped too far down. Shit. That's a different one. But
I think he choked it, dude.
I think he wanted it.
Oh my God.
That's number 6. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I am breaking 0 size
That's a good
records,
one, though.
Jeff. 0. But think they eat craws here?
You caught that one out here
Yeah, in the current.
in the current.
Yeah. Here's a little one. Crazy thing about little ones is they count the same. I think you just ate it. Nope. Yep. All right, buddy. All right. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. Yes. That's a pretty bass right there. Is he hooked up too? Oh, well, 7. Go ahead. Let's see if he's got a good one.
There you go. Fat one on the dice. Oh yeah. There you go, Jiffy. Look how fat that thing is. It has been eating.
Where the fish from? Ready fish.
Yeah, largemouth on the board for me. Boom. There we go. Oh man, this is little. Please be a bass. Oh. Largemouth. Yeah. He's so small, but he's strong. All right, there you go, Jeff. Caught me a bent-sized bass.
Okay.
All right, on the dice. That's 5 for me.
I love it when Griff starts to catch up. Oh. All right. There you go, number 8. On the dice. Still same dice. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. And they're pretty fish, aren't they, Jeff? Always on this river. So nice. All right, see you, buddy. So I'm still just fan casting. If I can see them cruising, I can catch them, but I'm not seeing a lot of cruising yet. So I'm just kind of fan casting around and just dragging around. Same thing that I was doing earlier. There was one right here. I'll try this while we're, give it a break for a second. But the wind's finally, we've kind of tucked back in this little pocket where we can almost see in the water. The water's still kind of got a crazy coloration to it. But, no, keep going. It's working. What does he have, 5? All right, so 8 to 5. All right, I'm feeling good.
There it is. That's a pigeon.
All right, bro. All right. Okay. Not a big one, but it counts the same, Jeff. So we're approaching double digits, 9. I'm gonna take it. I'm definitely gonna take it. So my dice is no problem. My hook is starting to straighten out. It might be time for a hook change. Let me see if I can straighten her here. So the nice thing about the dice is when one side starts to tear, you can just flip it around. Let's go this way. And then back. And then you're starting fresh. Brand new dice. Sick. All right, that's 9. The Dice Rubber was designed as a sight fishing tool. It was originally designed to be a bait that would target cruising fish so that it would fall in a way to where cruising fish really had no idea what it was. So out of curiosity, it would come and eat it. So fish don't have hands, they'll use their mouth to just figure out what it is. And it became super famous for that. But over the last few years, Jeff, we've watched it. In Japan, if you do the JB Top 50 on Biwa, top probably 10 guys all throwing the Dice Rubber. And they're using it on a drop shot and they're scoping with it and they can see a fish, throw it out there, and almost every time they eat it. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to blend those two worlds together. So when this thing falls weightless, it basically just kind of hovers very slowly. It doesn't have a lot of movement to it, so you let it kind of fall, and then when the fish kind of turn, you just kind of twitch it a couple times, let it fall back down, and they come over and eat it. I'm trying to do the same thing with my drop shot. So what I'll do is I'll put it in the water, and I'll just see how fast my dice is sinking, right? So for instance, I've got about a 2-foot leader right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds for it to sink to the bottom with this dice. Now I'm throwing the max salt on a size 2 hook. If I go up a size to a 1, it's gonna pull it down faster. If I go to lighter line like what Griff's using, it's gonna go faster. But so I know that I've got about 6 seconds of time before it gets to the bottom. So instead of just like dragging this around like I would a worm or a hazardong, I'm gonna throw it out, I'm gonna let it sink to the bottom, I'm gonna give it a full 6 seconds to get down to the bottom so that it sinks fast, and then that last couple feet it's just really slowly falling. Once it's on the bottom, I'm just gonna kind of just twitch it without moving the weight, just kind of pull it back up, and I'm gonna give it 6 more seconds to fall back down. If nothing's eating it by then, I'm just gonna kind of just maybe drag it a couple feet, and I'm just gonna move it forward to me. I'm just trying to fan cast and look for anything that's kind of cruising around, just scoping, but knowing how fast that dice is sinking is pretty critical. Because when you can see them, a lot of times it might be sinking too fast or too slow. If I wanted this to sink slower, I could go to the non-salt, like what Griff's using, and then it could even increase that hang time maybe from 6 seconds to 12 seconds, right? So it all depends on your style of fishing, but that's the reason why there's those 2 salt versions. It's not that one is for weightless and one's for drop shot. It's just to control the sink rate. It's a lot like you in floating swim baits or, you know, slow sinking swim baits. You can control the sink rate by having different options. Stay on, baby. This will be 10.
Another big one for Ben.
Hey, you're the one that decided on the size thing. Excuse me, Griff, coming through. Got a fish on.
Cocksucker. Oh, that's actually a good one.
They're all good ones, Griff. Come here, baby. Oh, all right. Oh yeah, major giant. But you know what it is? That's double digits right there, Jeffrey.
Double digit
Double digits, baby.
on the dice.
Hell yeah. I'm glad he chose this lure. This is a fun lure. Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
I know.
Are you gonna mount that one?
Maybe. Be a good filleting size, wouldn't it? All right. Thank you, buddy. All right. Dude, double digits. The reigning, undisputed champ. Are you just gonna leave me hanging? Forget it. People at home, get your hand out of here. I don't want you anymore, Jeff. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
You weren't supposed to catch one when he's catching one.
I can't.
Yours is much bigger too. Dude, oh, that's a big one right there.
Yeah, he followed this one up.
Dude, there's a giant, a bunch of gizzard shad.
There you go, Jeff.
That's number 6.
Number 6 for me.
Woo. All right. Got this little smallmouth fired up, Jeff. I was way on the middle and I saw one cruise by and threw it over and it just started swimming away with it. I'm telling you, if you see them cruising, it's like crack. They're done. Okay. All right. Done.
Yeah, it's gone.
Stupid.
See you later, dog.
11.
And it's a smallie.
Yeah. Not bringing any records, but healthy, chunky. Yeah. Hell yeah. Little crack. It's the first smallmouth I've seen cruising.
Crazy.
Yeah. And
And he swung.
one cast and done.
He was fired up.
Yeah. It's gone. All right, relax. I'll get it. Just chill.
Yeah, chill.
Just, hey,
Relax, bro.
hey, I got you, bro. All right. Okay. All right. Number 11, smallmouth. This is kind of a cool mixed bag. Not bringing any size records, but kicking Griff's ass. That's all that matters.
Probably at like 20 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, easy. For all 11. All right. You're fired up. You're juiced. Okay. All right. Dude, if they start cruising, this is going to get ugly. This is nice. Oh, by the way, I'm still on the same dice. You know, super expensive dice. So now it's tearing. All right. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it out. And I'm going to go right back in through the other side. Boom.
Just like that.
Just like that. Isn't that nice?
Wow.
Yeah. All right. There was 2 of them. Where'd the other one go?
Is that little one gonna get it? The little one got it. Out of nowhere.
Out of literally nowhere, Griff.
He came from way the fuck over there. He came from way the fuck over there.
Griff, I didn't see that one, bro. Where did it come from?
I watched him come up.
Holy shit.
The small. Yeah. As soon as he came up and I felt it, I was like, ah. Well, fuck it. Counts. Here you go. Dude, this dice is, I've caught 7 fish on this fucking dice.
Unreal.
Yeah. Well, 6 fish. Number 8 for me.
There you go.
Are you done with your lunch break?
Yes, sir.
Are we back filming now?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Griff's been on lunch break all day. You can get off your lunch break, Griff. Here's number 12.
Griff, what were you saying about him catching only 12 inches?
Yeah, he's like, this is the biggest one of the day.
Hey, listen, who was the guy that said any size? Remember that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Listen, no matter what he's saying,
It's a great strategy.
I've won everything already.
That's
It's not
12?
even over. That's just how it goes. Yeah, it's 12. And I'm beating you in weight.
No, you're not.
I've seen your fish. They're barely bigger than the dice.
Come on now.
He's got that Sig scent on there. They're obviously not responding to that. You know what I've got?
Tell me.
Champion scent.
Champion. Bullshit.
Champion scent. Oh, Griff's on.
Not a bent size.
Oh, it's a big one. Definitely not a bend size fish. Hey, thanks for catching good ones for me.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
Brown one. You see that?
Yeah. You'll catch your smallmouth cruiser.
You haven't caught shit yet, actually.
I know, I gotta stop talking and focus. Let's get this one landed.
How does the rod feel fighting the fish?
Oh, it feels amazing. It's got a lot of power in this little rod. Strong fish. Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's what I'm saying.
Angry.
Ooh.
Smallmouth are so ornery, dude. Alright, I got a leader.
Oh my god. Please, Griff.
Yeah, look this one up.
Please, God. Please, God.
Oh, that's a light line. I don't want to grab the line. Oh, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. We have an exist with good drag. We've hooked it good. This is it. Here we go. Oh my god.
Oh, the hook's in there.
Get it, get it, get it.
Oh, yeah. This should count as 4 since it's 4 times the size of Ben's fish.
Mm-hmm. I like this. That's a big one.
Ooh. Hell yeah. Think you wanted that dice, dude?
It's gone, dude. See you later.
Yeah.
Adios. Did you hear Ben earlier saying he saw a big cruising smallmouth or something?
Yeah.
Oh, looky there.
Looky, looky.
Somebody caught her.
Yeah.
Somebody had to, right?
Someone had to do
Somebody
it.
had to do it.
He couldn't do it.
Right.
I think he's allergic to smallmouth. Oh, that's a big one. That's a good 3+.
Oh, easily. Look at the stripings on that girl.
There you go. Thank you for playing. It's number 9 for Griff. Not too far behind. Still on that same piece of dice. Look at that. Oh, grass, and then my line just started shooting. God, that's finally.
It's definitely bigger than yours, man. Oh, that was maybe the worst landing job ever. Hell yeah. Dice sight fishing. Nice. All right, it's that's lucky 13, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, buddy. Hell yeah. All right, let's go down. Yeah, that's disgusting. Nice, healthy fish. Sick. Fresh in out of that current. So, stingy, but he went for it. All right, see you, bud. You trying to create an avalanche over here or what?
I mean,
It's not the ideal short fishing conditions, but hey.
took you a long time to get that fish to go.
Yeah, it's probably 10 minutes. But
You got him.
I got him.
Dice.
So 13. My luck. up. Got a huge cut on its side. Yeah.
Dude, these shot rig hooks are good. All right, dude. Fish number 10. It's a little fatty. Check this out, Jeff. So one of the cool things about the dice, so I'm running this one weightless. When you hook them, they just run up the line. So they hardly ever get messed up. So you hook the fish, the bait goes up the line, it doesn't tear very easily. The durability is crazy on them. This is the second one I've been using today, so that was like my seventh or eighth fish on it. But I'm only using the second one because a bluegill came and snatched it from me. Cocksucker. But yeah, there's the weightless dice. Still on that green pumpkin color. Hell yeah. Oh, there's good one.
Nice. Hell yeah. Look at that fatty. Whew. There's a slump buster right there, Jeff. Man, did I need you, fish. Pulling the sleeper craw out of grass and just absolutely throttled it. Nice pre-spawn fish. Don't fall off that cliff, Jeff. Whatever you do. Get this fucking muck out of here. Yeah. Thank God I chose a sleeper craw. Whew. Absolutely pummeled it, dude.
That's a good one.
That's a nice one. Nice fatty. Sick. 14.
Yes, sir.
Whew. All right. Back up top.
Another one. Oh. Another one. Jesus. Oh my God, it's a good one, dude. God damn, that's even a bigger one.
Okay, alright, I know.
Bronzy. Yeah.
How's that? That's a stud. That's a beautiful Arizona smallmouth right there. So bronze.
Bronze.
Look at same color as that dark sleeper in
Bye-bye.
there. See you
Bye-bye.
later.
See ya.
I said dark sleeper craw. The sleeper craw is probably the single greatest crawfish imitation bait that I know for this kind of water. Fat, chunky. Yeah, 15. Hell yeah. Look at that.
That's a fat one.
That's a beautiful fish.
Ooh.
I know,
Eight,
you're
eight.
fired. Okay, have at it. You go. Thank you.
That's a good one.
Can you zoom in?
Yep.
Nice one.
Hold her up. All right. Oh, what?
Oh, wow. Weird. Oh, you fucking chased it. Maybe. Oh, nice chunk. All right. Largemouth, sleeper craw. Don't be mad, Griff. Don't go away. Literally caught it right underneath his feet while he's smoking a cig. Smokers. Smokers. God.
Pretty one.
Had it.
Smoked it, right?
Dude, the one thing I hear about the sleeper craw a lot is that the hookup ratio is bad. I don't get it. I'm telling you right now, if your hookup ratio is bad, you've got the wrong rod because it absolutely pins them. Sick. All right. Thank you, buddy. That was a stud. By the way, the dark sleeper rod, that's the rod for the sleeper craw.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Exactly. Dirty. 16. Got him. Nice. Saw that fish cruising from about 50 feet away, snuck up, made a long cast in front of it with the weightless dice. Boom. Couple twitches. So they're super spooky. We're in a super skinny water. They're probably a month from spawning. And so, but it's warm in here, so they're just moving up. I mean, dude, feel that fish, how cold it is. Okay, relax. But yeah, I saw it just cruising around and snuck up, made a long cast in front. Usually when you cast to fish that are just cruising, they just go the opposite direction, but that's kind of what the dice was built to do. The power of the dice, and it did it. So, sick. That is, I believe, 17.
That's crazy.
So, another largemouth. So many largemouth today. I'm surprised. Yeah. All right. Thank you, buddy.
That one's been caught.
I don't know where it's at. I lost track of it. I guess that's why people use white, huh? Oh, that was sick. I saw that go down. Big one?
Yeah, good one. Whew. That was so sick.
Roof of the mouth?
Yeah. Every time. Nice, healthy fish. Oh, disgusting. So sick. Thank you, buddy. I had so much line out. Pulling out that perm. Nice fat fish, just moving in, warm themselves up. Sick. Beautiful fish. Nice. Thank you, guy. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Is that 30 something?
Yeah, something.
I think it's 30 something. Sick. Those are some nice colors, Jeff.
I'd say so.
Yeah, all right, let's put them back. Griff, why don't we... Hold on. I'll talk to you in a minute. I got my hands full. All right, guy. So I went back to the drop shot dice, just kind of fan casting. Got windy again. I don't know what number that is. Am I to 20 yet?
We're close.
I kind of want to put him out of his misery. I'm just trying to give Griff the first shot and fish behind him, and I just keep catching him. Just so easy for me. Don't you hate it when that happens, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, wind came up, can't see him anymore. So, I'm just kind of fan casting around. God, that hook gets him. Okay, there we go. All right, I'll walk you back down, buddy. All right, I think that's 19.
Something like that.
I think it's 19.
Yep.
There we go.
Pretty one.
Nice one. Thanks, dude.
That's a good fucking. Ben's on too. There we go. Hell yeah. Sleeper craw.
Look at that.
Big old smallie.
Beauty.
Hell yeah. We like it.
Pull it up one more time. It's a nice one.
Yeah.
On the red sleeper.
Red sleeper. Hell yeah. Good one.
That's a good one.
Hell yeah. Boom.
Phew.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
All right, that's 12. It's not. I think if we would have done weight, I'd be good.
Right.
I'm coming, fish, I'm coming. Oh, just in time. Did you see that?
Number 20.
Well, that would be number 20, Jeff.
That's a big number.
I think I'm going to end on that number.
It's healthy fish.
Yeah, nice, fat, just moving up.
Sleeper Craw.
Yep, Sleeper Craw, Dark Sleeper, Steez SV Wing, 16-pound Sunline Sniper.
Fun setup.
The magical combination. So, thank you, fish. That was a good day. That was a good day.
Sliding in.
Cool. He's a poacher. But even poaching, dude, how fun is catching 20 fish?
It's dope.
How would you know?
I do it all the time.
You got evidence?
Yeah, I could pull out a video.
But you know what you didn't do? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, dude.
This fish is angry. Oh, look, there's my dice.
Oh my god. Why are you so mad, Griff?
It's a sunfish.
It's not a sunfish.
It's a sunfish.
Get the heck out.
It's a sunfish.
No.
Oh,
Tell
no,
me it's a
little-
sunfish.
It's a sunfish.
It's a sunfish.
Oh my God. Good job, Griff.
Hell yeah.
It's a stanker, dude.
I think it's fat. Look. He's got a smallmouth in his belly.
Dude, he
He's
fought-
got one of Ben's fish in his belly.
He
Okay.
really fought harder than any bass today. Oh my goodness.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Hell yeah.
You know what, dude? When it's not your time, it's just not your time.
Sometimes it's just not your time.
Yeah, I don't think this decade is your time.
It was a good day.
All right, does that mean we're calling it?
Yeah, let's call it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to end on a sunfish? I'll end on a largemouth, you end on a sunfish?
Yeah.
I'm good with this.
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
we
catch
don't
up.
have much time left anyways.
Yeah.
I don't want to get to 30 and then really hear you bitching.
Didn't bitch not once.
All right, guys, so that is a wrap. Another 1v1 challenge.
Hell yeah.
Nice day, dude.
It was a good day.
It was a fun day. So, as always, somebody has to come out on top. One day it might be you, Griff.
One day.
But until then, I will continue to enjoy the crown. Shall we discuss what we did?
Let's talk about it.
All right. So Griff had the crazy idea of coming out here and doing this OSP Dice Rubber. So, you know, the Dice Rubber is probably one of the more polarizing baits that has come out over the last couple of years. Look, it's a crazy bait. It's literally in the shape of a dice. It's got a bunch of legs. It doesn't make any sense because it doesn't mimic anything. But there's something magical about it that gets it bit.
Yeah.
In Japan, there is probably a knockoff of this bait from every brand now.
Probably.
You've got multiples from Hide Up, Jackal has one, G-Crack has, like everybody's knocking it off. But yet this is the one that still keeps producing. And what makes the Dice Rubber kind of magical is honestly in the shape of the dice. So it's actually more of like a pyramid shape.
Yeah.
And when you rig it correctly, like what we showed you guys how to rig it, when you pull it, it pulls true and it pulls straight. So just a, ball with legs or whatever, I mean, it can have a triggering effect, but it's that pulling motion and that flexing motion of always going straight that really makes it effective. So if you want to give it a shot, I was fishing it on a size 2 drop shot hook, a decoy shot rig. What were you throwing it on?
I was fishing on a size 1 decoy shot rig hook.
Okay.
All right. A little bit bigger.
Mhm.
I just like that hook a lot. It's a good hook.
Yeah.
I fished it on a drop shot most of the day.
Same.
Caught a couple on it weightless. The water's just moving too much. It's a little bit too windy for the weightless stuff. So the drop shot really helped it out.
Hey, you can also try to nail weight it. I watched you the other day, you were throwing on like a little wacky head,
Yep.
right? But I think if you can get them on this smaller little nose hook, whether it's weightless or drop shot, it's the best way to get them because you rarely lose the fish. When they're hooked on this thing, all you gotta do is just apply pressure and they got it. I was throwing a 1/4 ounce. I was throwing, and this is kind of the key for me, is when you go weightless, it only weighs about probably 2 grams,
Yes,
I would
super light.
say. So the bait itself, I think, is like 1.5 grams. You put the hook on, it's probably like 2 grams, so it's super light. The Flyssa throws it incredibly well, but the lighter the braid you go, the easier it is to cast. So I was throwing 10-pound braid, Siglon AMZ, to a 10-pound leader. I don't think the leader makes any difference. I think when they see it, they're just gonna eat it. But the line that's on the spool, I think, makes a huge difference. What were you throwing?
So same thing, Flyssa. I'm throwing it on 18-pound Siglon on
Throw
a,
that right out the window then,
on a
Jeff.
5-pound leader. So
Okay.
I feel the opposite way.
Okay.
Uh,
So you think you get bit more on the 5-pound?
Yes. So
Okay.
I've been throwing the dice a lot, and as soon as I switched to the 5-pound,
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of luck. But I switched from 7 to 5. I've never gone to like a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the sink rate would be faster on a 10.
So it just depends. There's so many different ways you can get the sink rate to adjust, and we talked about it a little bit earlier, but play with the salt, the max salt. The hook size is going to sink faster in a size 1 than a size 2. Different lines will sink faster or sink slower. So play with it. It's an amazing bait when you're just kind of casting around or when you see sight fish. So that was bait 1. That was actually the challenge bait.
Yeah.
But I'm super grateful that we brought some sleeper craws with us because I think all the better fish came on the sleeper craw today.
Yeah. No, the biggest fish today came on the dice.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. Well, the biggest fish for me came on the sleeper craw. And it's just a really fun way to fish. It's basically, you're just fishing kind of a jig, really.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a crawfish swim bait. I mean, it literally looks just like a crawfish coming through the water. I'm throwing it on the dark sleeper rod, which I honestly think is the best one. Steez SV TW, 16-pound fluorocarbon. That's it.
Yeah.
You?
I am throwing it on an FMJ.
Okay.
The FMJ did an amazing job with it.
Okay.
I honestly believe that the dark sleeper is the better rod for it. The FMJ for me is my short range, flipping, frogging, stuff like that.
Yep.
Short range bottom contact.
Yep.
But I brought it out today because I love using it.
Yeah.
But doing the long casting stuff, I think that the dark sleeper would probably be the better option.
I feel like with the dark sleeper, the whole magical thing to this is the fall. So if you guys are, and I keep saying dark sleeper because I have the dark sleeper rod, but I mean the sleeper craw. The magical thing about it is that fall, right? So if you're figuring out what to do and how to fish it, the more you can kind of just lift it and kind of pull it off the bottom and then let it kind of fall again, it falls so slowly and horizontally, it looks just like the real thing, and that's really where you get all your bites. And the dark sleeper rod is just a little bit softer.
Yeah.
So it kind of pulls it a little bit nicer. So give those a try if you're ever out. Dude, it was fun fishing again like
Hell
this. Yeah, so
Good job, dude.
do you want to do it again?
Let's do it again.
Okay.
I'm not scared of any
All right.
challenge.
101 to 1, Jeff.
101 to 1.
Let's ring it. See you guys.